I'm Kira from Girl Scout Troop 1936, and you're watching the Cookie Channel.
Today we are here with Sebastian Jackson from Jackson & Sons Heating and Air Conditioning to talk about the smart thermostat systems. Welcome to the Cookie Channel in partnership with Literacy Connections. I'm Elizabeth from Girl Scout Troop 1936.
And I'm Kira from Girl Scout Troop 1936.
Each day this week we'll be sharing a new digital literacy topic leading to National Digital Literacy Day on February 27th. But what is digital literacy?
Digital literacy means having the right digital skills to achieve your goals in a world that is always changing. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you guys for having me.
What do you do here at Jackson & Sons?
So here at Jackson Sons, I'm the installation manager. So I handle all of our outgoing install jobs, both commercial and residential. So I handle the scheduling for them, crew pairings, order the equipment, make sure the crews are fit for the job, briefing the crews in the morning on what they're going to be doing, and things like that.
So how did you become interested in this work?
So my grandfather started Jackson Sons back in 1974. And he originally, him and my Mima were doing it, just the two of them. They hired a couple of helpers. And then my dad and his two brothers, there's three sons. All three of the sons got into it naturally coming upbringing. And they did it through high school, went to college. Out of college, they carried on and kind of carried on with the family with that. And so naturally, I just kind of synced in behind them and followed suit. And I worked here through high school. And when I got out of high school, went to college, and then I got my master's, got my MBA, and have just grown up in the company.
So how does a smart thermostat work?
So smart thermostats, they work very similar to a traditional thermostat in that they are connected directly to the unit, the HVAC system. But the difference is they communicate through a monitoring device. So they can be connected to a telephone, cell phone, a tablet, iPad, computer, or any kind of device that you can get the internet on. And so you can actually monitor that thermostat through those devices from other locations besides right there on that wall where your traditional thermostat will be changed or monitored from.
So what are the advantages of having a smart thermostat?
There's a couple of main advantages. One of them would definitely be energy savings. The other would be the convenience of it, being able to monitor that from another location or another area. You can adjust them remotely, and just the overall comfort of the home. So with those thermostats, if I were to be here and I were to have a beach house or a rental house or another house at another location, I can actually monitor that thermostat from this location. So if I were to leave here and go to a beach house or somewhere on a weekend, I can actually adjust the temperature of that house from here before I leave so that the house is comfortable when I get there. It also works very well with people that have rental properties. They can monitor those, or people that have pets at home, or those kind of things, because you can actually adjust that thermostat from another location to actually get the home comfortable before you arrive there.
Do you need an electrician or other specialist to install a smart thermostat system?
We do not. We do all that in-house, and so a smart thermostat can be replaced where a traditional thermostat is, and basically our technicians are all trained to replace those thermostats, swap those out. The main thing that you will need is you will need Wi-Fi in order for it to use all the benefits for it, but they can be swapped out directly with the existing thermostats in most houses.
So how long does it take to install a smart thermostat?
Generally, depending on the circumstances, it takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to install one, and that includes the programming and going over with the customer on how they operate, how they work, and getting that application downloaded on their phone or their tablet. Whatever they're going to be using, we can download that on that device for them and go ahead and show them how it works and have the thermostat programmed and operate within about 45 minutes generally. It's a pretty quick process. It's not too bad.
Does it have to be replaced after a certain period of time?
They're guaranteed for 10 years, but obviously they last much longer than that.
Are there multiple models like smartphones?
There is, and I actually laid some of these out for you guys so we can look at these while you guys are here, and I can kind of tell you the difference between them if you'd like. This is our most basic one. This is it's made by Honeywell, but it's a Honeywell thermostat. It's a programmable for 7 days, so you can program out to 7 days, different temperatures throughout the day. When you're leaving, when you're away from the home, obviously you cut the thermostat up, so it's not as it's not be running all day when you're not even there. And you can program it out for 7 days, and this one can obviously be operated from your phone or device. It has that capability. Our most advanced thermostat is the 1050. Obviously, you get a much bigger screen. You can see. It is touchscreen, so there's no buttons. It's all operated based off touchscreen, and it has the color screen, which you can see on the box right much better. But this one, the biggest difference in this is it's compatible with any model unit, but there's some products you have to have in between for the wiring with these. But this has got the 7-day programmable. It is operable from a device, and it's got the color screen as well. And the last one that we usually recommend, or we put a lot in, is the Trane XL824. And basically this is the same model as this. It has the same features except it's a smaller screen. But this one we put a lot in with our standard unit installs. And these are all, this color screen, it's got the programmable capabilities, and it can be monitored from other devices just like the others. There's many models of these thermostats, but those are just the 3 that we install the most, or we have the most dealings with.
If there's a power outage, does the customer have to call you to come in and reset the thermostat?
They do not. So these thermostats, when we program them, that's a set program, and it sticks with that unit unless it's changed. So if the power goes out, the program, whatever it's already preset to, it reverts right back to that when the power's cut back on. It will just ask you, would you like to continue with the setting? You just, continue that. But other than that, it resorts right back to where it was at. Same settings, same schedule, and same temperatures it was at.
So if something goes wrong with your thermostat system, what can a customer do to regain control? Is there like a manual way to regain control, or like another way?
If the thermostat were to have challenges, we have actually up in our front, our CSRs, they're trained where if customers have pretty simple questions about it, they can answer those questions over the phone generally, and we can work through and get the customers back up and going. If not, we have technicians that can go out and assess the problem and get that thermostat back programmed correctly. But generally, we can answer pretty simple questions over the phone, and the customer can get it back. They're pretty easy to operate now.
With all of this technology, what type of digital skills does a person need to have or understand to control a smart thermostat?
The thermostats have come a long ways with the home automation things, and with these thermostats now, I found personally they're really simple to operate, and our customers generally don't have a very hard time operating them. When we're out installing these thermostats, our technicians really do a thorough job on explaining how the thermostats work, how they operate. We go ahead and download the app on the phone so the customer can see how it's working, and we try to do a really thorough job on explaining the features and how it actually works so the customers understand before we leave. And we're always available by phone if they have questions afterwards, and the thermostats all come with a manual as well. It's pretty easy to go through if you were to have questions after the fact.
Does a smart thermostat work with any kind of phone, like an Android or an iPhone?
So all the thermostats that are these that we're talking about, the programmable, they do work with any kind of phone that does have Wi-Fi or has an internet connection. So any smartphone that has a smartphone capabilities with the applications and with the internet, it will work on those.
If you don't have a smartphone, can you still get a smart thermostat?
You can. These thermostats are all capable with computers and with tablets. So like a tablet or an iPad or a computer, laptop, they are all able to be monitored through those as well. So you can use those just like you would a telephone.
So if you have any device, you can really use it.
Any device with internet.
So do you have to have Wi-Fi in your home to have a smart thermostat installed and operated properly?
To get all the benefits that thermostats have, you will have to have the Wi-Fi, simply because that's how it communicates with the device. It's through the internet. So to get all of the benefits that the devices have to offer, you will have to have the Wi-Fi. You can have the thermostat without it. It's just not going to produce all the benefits that it would if you had the Wi-Fi, though.
Are there any other AI technologies that you've seen in prototype that you think will become popular in the future?
One thing I would say that I see as the up-and-coming thing that we've already actually kind of started on the front end, it actually relates directly with these thermostats, so it's kind of funny you asked that. We have the capabilities through Nexia to keep up with the systems and almost monitor those from our location. An example of that would be if we set up one of these thermostats in a customer's home and they were to have a problem during the day while they're at work, we will get a notification from that thermostat at that home and say, basically saying, hey, there's something wrong with this unit. So we actually have the capability of calling that customer, even though they're not home, and saying, hey, we've got a notification that your thermostat's having some challenges or there's something wrong with your system. Would you like for us to get a technician out there? And we know on the front end, before the customer's even home, that there's a problem. We can go ahead and get on the front end of that. It's also got nice capabilities because these are linked to the houses. And so if there's a problem with the thermostat, with programming, things like that, with the customer's approval, verbal approval through the thermostat, we can actually go in that thermostat and reprogram and recorrect the problem on the thermostat from the office. So it's a situation where if they have a problem with the thermostat, like they can't get the temperature right or they can't get the programming right, when they give us the okay through the thermostat and they over the phone to do that, then we're able to, with them staying there, we can actually reprogram it from here. So it's just one way that we can reach out to our customers and we can really be on the front end of those problems and not them get home in late afternoon and have challenges or in the middle of the night and that's something, just another way that we're able to be out there and be available and kind of catch those things on the front end before it gets too late.
That was really interesting. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you guys for coming in. Enjoyed having you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Elizabeth from Girl Scout Troop 1936.
And I'm Kira from Girl Scout Troop 1936.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
What are we gonna do?
Call Mom.
Okay. What are we gonna do? There's someone at the front door wearing a black ski mask and gray slippers.
We're really scared. Mom, help. We're gonna die.
It's okay, don't panic. Everything will be fine. I'll check the app and see who's at the front door.
Connecting.
Hey! You need to get away from my house. I can still see you. Okay, he's gone. You don't need to worry. Everything will be fine.
Oh, thank gosh.
I was so scared.
TikTok time.
Perfect.
You may need to call your family.
I have some bad news.